Hello everyone, welcome back to a brand new Fleet Facility video. Now in this video I will be doing a recap of almost every single event that occurred in Fleet Facility in 2025, most major events like community events, updates, etc. So essentially just a recap of everything that has happened in Fleet Facility since the beginning of 2025 all the way until now. So yeah, if you're excited to see this video, please make sure you guys like and subscribe. That would help me out a ton, and I would really appreciate your guys' support. Join my Roblox group as well, link for that will be in the description down below. And without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So how this video is going to work is I'm going to split in like different eras, like chunks of time where Fleet Facility events happened. So for example, the first part of the video I'm going to be splitting from January to March. The second part is going to be April to June. The third part is going to be July to August. And then the last part is going to be October through December. So there's going to be a lot to talk about in this video, and it's going to be very fun. So yeah, I might as well begin and start with talking about the events that happened from January to March. So at the beginning of the year, the developers announced a bunch of things that they had planned for the game in the year, with the key features being private server commands, voice chat servers, a new Series 2 crate, and much more. Also in January was the first time Fleet Facility UGCs in 2025 were released. Sets such as marching drums, party balloons, and devilish flame, all those UGC Roblox cosmetic items released, and many more would come out throughout the year as well, with different themes for such as the autumn update and the summer update. The first somewhat major Fleet Facility update released on the 19th of January 2025, where voice chat servers have been added. Voice chat servers back then were a crazy deal because finally you could play voice chat in a separate server with other people, as voice chat at the time I'm pretty sure was not allowed in normal servers. Also in January 2025, the Fleet Facility subreddit was made on the app Reddit. A lot of higher ups in the Fleet Facility community hang around there a bit, and you create forums and threads there. On the 30th of January 2025, Fleet Facility's new modern chat system released. Basically, the new update released the new Roblox chat feature where you could actually tab between which channel you are in. So for example, you could do normal chat, or if you're in a game, for example, you could do survivor chat or private chat. And you could basically tab between those separate chats, which made it a lot easier for communication throughout the game, as well as in trading post. On the 2nd of February 2025, the Lunar New Year update released, which added a brand new Lunar New Year bundle called the Lunar Scepter, and it costed 650 Robux. Even though he made music in 2024 for some of those updates as well, D-Star, who is the soundtrack creator for some of the Fleet Facility lobby music, officially started making music for Fleet Facility. On the 23rd of February 2025, the Valentine's update released. Now the Valentine's Day update brought changes to a Ben Facility Optimus with some visuals, a bunch of new items, such as the Sweetheart Store, Twisted Passion bundle, and also the school map got reworked, which made it one of the better maps in the game. In addition to that, the first ever elusive set was provided with a cool quest. This quest involved collecting 20 flower petals across trading post, and then unlocking a brand new tunnel in the side of one of the cliffs, where you could then go inside and claim your set. Although when this update initially released on the first day, the quest was broken and people couldn't enter the tunnel, so yeah, this event kinda gave a bad reputation to the community for having a buggy event as its first elusive event. Even though it was fixed, the community backlash was not the greatest. This is also around the time that MrWindy mistakenly gave me 60,000 Robux. Yeah, we don't talk about that. Anyways, yeah, let's move on to March. So, on the 18th of March 2025, the St. Patrick's update for Fleet Facility released. Now this update brought in new items, such as the Fortune House bundle and the Leprechaun boot set, as well as the release of Abandoned Prison Maximus, which is one of my favorite maps in this game. Now already up to this point, this game has way more updates than, I believe, 2022 and 2023 combined, so already at this point, Fleet Facility had more content than it had in 2 of its past years, which is kinda crazy. Now 2 days later from March 18th, on 20th of March 2025, Pro Server update was released. This allowed people who were level 200 and above to play in their own separate servers, with people who are typically more experienced in the game. On the 26th of March 2025, AW Apps and Fleet Facility officially made their player reports system. This means now if you find a cheater or exploiter in Fleet Facility, you can report them in their report system. Alright, now let's move on to the next section, which is going to be April through June. On the 11th of April 2025, the new Fleet Facility moderation system released, where brand new Fleet Facility mods were implemented, and they can now ban players for cheating and exploiting in the game. The very next day, on the 12th of April 2025, while doing a live stream, the popular Fleet Facility content creator MrDie was banned on stream for the reason of stealing assets, and as well as being a controversial figure in the community. 29th of April 2025, the Easter update for Fleet Facility released with brand new items and an elusive egg hunt quest across multiple maps. This egg hunt event involved you going through all of the Fleet Facility maps as well as finding 3 special eggs which would be found on specific maps, and if you collected all of the eggs, you would get a brand new elusive set. Another addition to the Fleet Facility Easter update was the brand new Zoo Sanctuary map. On the 17th of May 2025, the Fleet Facility merch store was officially added to the game, where you could buy Fleet Facility merch from the in-game menu on the left side of your screen. And the brand new Fleet Facility item category called Shop Items was also added, which should appear on the top of your inventory, and the only way you could get them is from buying specific Fleet Facility merch. On the 23rd of May 2025, the Fleet Facility Arsenal collaboration event happened. A new quest was added, which you had to collect 3 Arsenal-themed items across different maps, and the reward for that would be the Mjolnir hammer. During this month as well, Fleet Facility topped the Roblox charts for playing with voice chat, playing with friends, and top played games, which is kind of crazy for a game that's 8 years old. 3rd of June 2025, Fleet Facility Spring Update finally released. Cool cosmetics, such as the Lilium Bush set, and lighting and bug fixes. On the 8th of June 2025, just 5 days later, the Fleet Facility x Pig64 collaboration event happened, which is arguably the coolest and biggest Fleet Facility event in history. This event involved you playing 2 different games, both Pig64 and Fleet Facility. In Pig64, you had to reach a certain event, or a certain checkpoint in their own event, in their own story. And once you did that, you would have to unlock a certain key, I believe, and then you could go to Fleet Facility, where you had to play 3 different maps, which were Library, Arcade, and Nuclear Power Plant. The quest was you would have to go on Library and find, I believe, 8 different books. Once you find those 8 different books, you would have to go on Nuclear Power Plant and go to the exit, and then you had to basically type in the code that you had from Library. You would have to write that down on a physical piece of paper. Once that was done, all you had to do now was go into the arcade map, do a little puzzle on one of the arcade machines, and then you would get launched into the Pig64 maze. In that maze, there were a bunch of pig enemies that you had to avoid, kind of like Pac-Man in a way, and there were 4 different computers you had to hack and escape from an exit. The reward from doing this event was the Retro Drive elusive set. On the same day the collaboration event released, the Fleet Facility official TikTok also launched. In mid-June, Fleet Facility announced that it would enter the Hatch event, but it eventually ended up boycotting the event due to Roblox's own controversies with the Hatch event. On the 19th of June 2025, the Series 2 update released, releasing a brand new crate with permanent items. And this is arguably one of the coolest cosmetic items ever added because they finally added brand new items that are going to be permanent in the game. 24th of June 2025, the trading post was updated, displaying usernames in the trading post as well as changing how the collector guide worked. Now we're going to move on to the July to October section. On the 12th of July 2025, the 5 billion update released to celebrate Fleet Facility having 5 billion visits. Honestly, that kind of milestone is crazy, and the fact that it took 8 years was amazing. That is a very big milestone for Fleet Facility with a lot of people playing the game. On this same day, a brand new Beast perk was announced, and the trailer for that Beast perk was released on 17th of July 2025. And now we know that perk being the Stalker perk. On the 31st of July 2025, the Fleet Facility 8th Anniversary update released with an Arts and Crafts theme update, with having one of the coolest lobbies ever, the new map being Spaceship, removing the Fleet Facility Sewer Treatment Plant map, and a brand new Beast perk that garnered Roblox-wide attention. People across the entire Roblox platform, not even just normal Fleet Facility players, were reporting on how Fleet Facility finally added a Beast perk after 8 years. This was a monumental achievement for the game. On the 6th of August 2025, there was an update that changed the hammer hitboxes ever so slightly and added a map cooldown in voting, which means that if you voted one map for one round, it wouldn't show up in the next round's voting. In the 10th of August 2025, Fleet Facility Summer Update was announced along with the soundtrack being released. Throughout the entire month of August, the game received many quality of life updates as well as release of many Roblox avatar pins and UGC items. Now, moving on to September. On the 2nd of September 2025, the Fleet Facility Summer Update finally released. This update was basically a cosmetic and bug fix update as well as having a brand new lobby layout made for the first time ever. It wasn't just a redecoration of the original game lobby, it was actually a complete overhaul of the lobby that completely changed even the landscape of it. It involved adding a beach to the main one, a beach house, a huge cavern, everything. Something hilarious that happened during the summer update was Roblox content deleted Fleet Facility falsely by mistaking that the update directed users off platform, which it didn't. So between the first and second day of the Fleet Facility summer update, you couldn't play the game because it was taken down by Roblox. MrWindy quickly fixed that issue. On the 27th of September 2025, D-Star, the Fleet Facility soundtrack creator, finally became an official developer. In addition to that, new exit noises were also being developed for different maps such as Airport and Zoo Sanctuary. On the 3rd of October 2025, regional pricing was finally implemented in the game, meaning that if you lived in a country where the prices were a bit too high, it would be regionally priced, so it would be slightly lower. So for example, in America, I believe the price for the VIP Game Pass is 420 Robux, but if you were in a different country, like let's say where I'm from, Eastern Europe, the pricing would be slightly less, like around 300 I believe. On the 11th of October 2025, Fleet Facility Haunted Mansion update happened, which changed the Haunted Mansion layout ever so slightly and fixed it, as well as adding the search bar to the inventory. Meaning that now it would be way easier to search up items in your inventory, which is especially useful for someone like me who has every item in the game and it always takes 20 years to find what I'm looking for. Simplified inventory search a lot better. Around this time, many fake Fleet the Facility fan accounts were made, causing many people to believe many fake news about updates. There was also a lot of AI-generated content made for Fleet the Facility, causing people to believe that as well. It caused a lot of community mess, that's for sure. Around late October time, the Halloween update was announced to be delayed, which caused a lot of community outrage. Alright, so now we're in the final section from November to December. On the 10th of November 2025, the Halloween update part 1 was released, with a brand new custom lobby and trading post custom lobby, as well as the first ever 800 Robux bundle, with 3 sets included in it. New maps were added such as Ghost Town and the Nuclear Power Plant remake, with a brand new beast perk again, this time being the Seer beast perk. To many Fleet the Facility players, new and OG, this is probably one of the coolest Halloween updates that ever occurred, with some really cool items and really cool decorations. 10 days later, on the 20th of November 2025, the part 2 of the Halloween update released, where the Backrooms map returned for a limited time, as well as a new Halloween quest involving 2 new sets, being the Red Man Vengeance and Backrooms. In addition to this, a funny little joke set was added called a Job Application set, and it was found on top of one of the Halloween lobby towers. On the 22nd of November 2025, the Strawberry Moo plush item was released for pre-order in-game, and if you bought it, you would receive a pre-order for the real-life plushie and as well as the plushie set in-game. And if you are wondering, yes, I did buy it. 5 days later, on the 27th of November 2025, the Thanksgiving update released, new Robux and credit items were added, and it was concurrent with the Halloween event. On the 7th of December 2025, another popular Fleet the Facility YouTuber, Facility Gamer, was also banned from the game. His ban reason was for helping another banned user, one of his friends, ban evade by giving him an alt account. Now, this situation was weird because he was kind of entrapped into doing this. He thought this person was his friend, but this friend reported him. Now, this caused a lot of community controversy, as this is the top 1 Fleet the Facility YouTuber for competitive players. And as well as that, the way he got banned was he was entrapped by giving his quote-unquote friend an alt account to play the game, and his friend snitched to the Fleet the Facility moderators. His original main account ban was only 6 months. He decided to alt account ban evade for future video of his, so he was eventually banned permanently on his main account. But if you want more information on this, you can just go ahead and watch Facility Gamer's video on this. And finally, on the 25th of December 2025, the Christmas Update Part 1 released, with some of the best Christmas cosmetic items ever in the past few years, as well as new custom lobbies, main and trading post, as well as a bunch of bug fixes. And that is it for the Fleet Facility 2025 recap. Now, I know I obviously did not include every single thing in this video. I mean, obviously there's a few things that are missing out, so if something major happened and I didn't include it in this video, feel free to comment down below. 2025 was probably the craziest year for Fleet the Facility in its entire history. I mean, now obviously it's 2026 as of the time of recording, but we really need to reflect on 2025 in general for this game. I mean, we had more updates than I think the past 3 years. We're getting some crazy updates, we're getting some crazy additions. I mean, I just feel like we all need to thank the developers for all the work that they have done this year. If it wasn't for them, I don't feel like MrWindy would update this game at all. So definitely a huge shout out to all the developers, all the contributors, all the QA testers, everyone who helped make this year for this game amazing. And a special shout out to Mr. Casey, aka Sonic Unknown, for all the stuff he's done for me personally this year. I mean, he added me in 2 of his maps. He added me in the original Nuclear Power Plant, he added me in Abandoned Prison Maximus. He's the one that got Windy to give me 100k credits and the accidental 60k Robux. And in general, he's just been listening to so many ideas. I know I'm obviously going to get called the Glazer in the comments probably for this, but no, I genuinely am really appreciative of all the stuff he has done for me. And we're definitely finishing 2025 for Fleet Facility off with a high note, so I'm really excited to see what 2026 holds for us. Anyways, yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure you guys like and subscribe. It really helped me out a ton, and I did spend a lot of time making this video. Again, comment down below if I missed anything or if you guys have anything to say. And with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great 2026 year.